You'll read and hear all too often how your future lies ahead of you and that you must pursue your desires, you must chase after them to arrive at some point in the future, meeting them and experiencing the fulfillment of them. In this episode, I want to discuss what the future really is and how you can bend reality using the concepts I'm going to share with you today and the little truth bombs so that you can lean into your future now, your preferred future now. There is no waiting. Welcome to the High Performance Consciousness Podcast. My name is Matthew Paddy, and again, I will be your host for today's episode. We are about to undertake a very special journey together. But before I dive into the specific content, I want to share with you just a short little audio that I created for the members of the Magnetic Mastermind to help them lean in and own the power of their desires in this now moment. So enjoy this little mini clip, and then I'll come back after you listen and we can lean into a discussion around some key points that I discuss and share in this little inspirational video. Enjoy your new future. Feel into this. Your future is not created outside of you. Your future is not created ahead of you. Your future does not reside in the future. Your future does not judge, reject, or criticize. Your future is who you are being now. Your future is what you are feeling now. Your future is where you are thinking now. Your future is created now, in this moment. Your future does not wait for you. Your future does not leave or abandon you. Your future is not predetermined for you. Your future is determined by you. Your future is here now, in this moment. Your future does not exist before you arrive. Your future exists as you experience it. Your preferred future can be your present when you decide it to be. Your preferred future can be your present when you stop rejecting, denying, and judging it. Your preferred future can be all you believe it to be when you believe it to be. So who determines your future? You do. And what strengthens your future magnetism? Your commitment to experiencing it before physical evidence of it exists in the world of matter. Your state of being. Persist until the outer world catches up with your inner world and reflects back to you a secondary point of reference and confirmation that who you are is who you have already been. Okay, did you enjoy that? It may have stretched your mind a little bit, maybe even expanded your heart, may have made you a little bit dizzy. I encourage you to go back and re-listen to it a few times and really lean into each and every statement shared within the video or within the audio itself. So what we're going to do now is spend the next couple of minutes diving into some of the key concepts that I shared in this video to help you lean into the present moment and to own the present moment and accept the present moment and understand that the present moment is where all of your desires and the fulfillment of your desires truly exist. Because we are often led to believe that we need to wait. That is the body's way of expressing time. The mind is timeless. The body is bound by time through the five physical senses. So let's dive in and discuss some of the key concepts here. You'll note at the beginning of the audio that I asked you to feel into this. Very important. And if you are first listening to this podcast or my podcast for the very first time with this episode, then I encourage you to go back over my previous episodes and you'll hear me refer to feeling a lot. It is the primary creative principle. Primary. Okay? Because unless we feel a thing, feeling is the evidence of. So unless you feel the fulfillment of your desires and continue to build strength around the feeling of your desires being fulfilled, whether it's in business or family or health or cash flow, whatever it may be, they will stay outside of you and you will wonder where they are hiding. You will wait for time to take its course and you will invariably encounter impatience and start to maybe even lean into self-doubt that this is not working. I'm not doing it right. I'm not feeling it enough. I don't deserve it enough to feel it enough. Okay, so that's the first principle. Feel into your desires. It does not matter what it is. If you have a burning desire, you must feel the burning desire. You must express the burning desire through feeling first and then take action upon it in the world. So let's dive in and discuss your new future. Your future is not created outside of you. First and foremost, it's not created outside of you. It is created right now in your mind through the power of your imagination. It is also helped into creation, into manifestation through feeling. So your future does not exist outside of you. Everything you see outside of you is the sum total of all your previous thoughts, feelings, and actions. The outside world is bound by the laws of matter, the laws of particle. So when you are feeling, you are creating wave energy experiences. So feeling is the key. So it must happen inside of you first. It's not created ahead of you. So therefore, this concept through linear time or linear living is that we're taught that as the sun rises in the morning and it sets in the evening or afternoon, that we process or pass through time. It seems that way to our senses, our 5 physical senses. It seems that way to our brain. It seems that way to our external reality because we have been taught and habituated into believing that time in this dimension, which is the 3rd dimension, is truly linear, and that is all that exists. That's not true. So your future does not lie ahead of you. It's right now. It exists right now. If you can conceive of it and believe of it, then you can experience it. You can have of the things. You can receive it. Okay? That's the next point. Your future does not reside in the future, which means the concept that you have to the old self, the old mind wants to believe that there is a future and there is a past and there is a present. And you are making your way between those 3 points of contact, those 3 points of awareness. That's all that they are. They are states of awareness. The concept of the past is but a memory. The concept of the future is but an aspiration. Right now is where everything exists. So your future does not reside through the old concept of it being in the future. It does not judge, reject, or criticize. So when you feel, you are impressing the subconscious mind, which is the feminine principle, the feeling principle. It is the doorway into the quantum world, the quantum field, the infinite field of intelligence. So when you feel through the subconscious mind, there is no judgment. There is no rejection. There is no criticism. So what you feel right now to be true and move upon and inject into the world of matter, meaning you walk as you would when your desires are fulfilled, you speak as you would in the fulfillment of your desires, you act, sleep, engage your reality as if your future preferred reality exists and is whole as an experience right now. So there is no criticism, because you can change your mind, and you may be of the old belief that what happens if I get it wrong? What happens if I make the wrong decision? What happens if I want to change my mind? I wanted that and now I've changed my mind. That's okay. But understand that where a burning desire exists, you must become complete and whole with that desire. You must embody the desire as your new true self. So therefore, there is no rejection, there is no criticism, and there is no judgment. So let's move away from that. Your future is who you are being right now. Very important. Who you are being right now. And we can ascribe who, or assign the term who, or the descriptor, to an identity. What's the identity? Who are you in your new future? Who are you in your preferred reality? Who are you now? Who are you being now? So are you acting through the lens of the old self? The self that maybe what is waiting for your desires to be fulfilled, waiting for proof, waiting for permission, waiting for evidence to show up in order for you to lean in and own it and become your desires fulfilled right now. So who are you being? Be your future now. Feeling is a state of being, and feeling is the language of your soul, okay? And feeling is the doorway to the quantum field. Your future is what you are feeling right now. Your future is where you are thinking right now. So if you are thinking that your future is ahead of you at some point out in the distance, and that therefore there is a distance between you that you must travel through time in order to experience, then you are going to wait. You are going to continue believing that your future exists outside of you. So let's go to the next part. Your future is created now, in this moment. And we are stringing moments together as pearls, as you would string pearls together. You are stringing moments together, this moment upon the next moment upon the next moment. And if you can hold faithful, remain faithful, and persist until the outer world reflects back to you evidence of your new self as your new future, then you are being your preferred reality right now. Okay, very important. It's this now moment. Your future does not wait for you, because waiting assumes time. There is no waiting for your future. There may seem to the construct of the future being ahead of you and the past being behind you that you are waiting to the self, to the old self, to the body. In reality, there is no waiting. Your future does not wait for you, because it is here right now. Are you open and willing and courageous and brave enough to lean into it and to see what you prefer before you right now? If you are, keep going. Fantastic. Your future does not leave or abandon you. Very, very important point. Just as it does not criticize, judge, or reject you, it does not leave or abandon you. It doesn't say, okay, I'm done with you, you haven't given me what I want, and we ascribe a persona to our future, and it walks away. It abandons us for something better. It rejects us. That is not the case. The old self is the one that abandons the future. The old self is the one, through a misunderstanding, a lack of embodiment, or a lack of complete sensory input, rejects it. So the old self will want to stay where it is for fear that change is dangerous. So when you are feeling your preferred reality in the now, you are feeling the higher states of potential. You are feeling through love, through joy, through gratitude, through appreciation. You are feeling through the higher consciousness, and therefore your belief within the body is upgraded to that new level of truth based on the strength of your imagination, based on the strength of your visualizing. All done in the now. So let's go to the next part. Your future is not predetermined for you. It is not predetermined for you. You may say, The last couple of weeks, months, years, decades have all been the same. They seem to be in a revolving door cycle. Well, guess why that is? That is because you are using the same level of mind, and you are using the same level of feeling and the same level of action in the hope, praying that you are going to experience a different reality. That is why you continue to experience the revolving door experience, or the revolving door life. So, it is not predetermined for you by someone outside of you. Whilst we wait for permission to pursue our desires, while we wait for permission to pursue our dreams, while we wait for permission from the outside world to believe that what we desire is possible, we leak power and we stay at the mercy, at the hands, at the beck and call of the old self that believes in 3 times: the past, the present, and the future. Everything is now. So the future is here now in this moment. Your future does not exist before you arrive. Stretch your mind around that one. Your future does not exist before you arrive. It exists right now. As you conceive of it, as you feel into it, as you upgrade your level of belief into it or as it exists. So your future exists simultaneously with your imagination, and the strength of your imagination determines the speed at which your future reality is upgraded to the level of your preferences. It does not exist in the future, okay? It does not exist before you arrive. It exists precisely as you imagine it and feel it to be. Your future exists as you experience it. As I've just said, your preferred experience, your preferred future can be your present when you decide it to be. Critical point, when you decide your future to be. So by being here now, by feeling your ultimate reality, your preferred future now, you give preference to its existence. Therefore, you are the determining factor. You are the causative power. You are the operant power, the only power that creates your future. Because what you imagine and feel and express and become and experience as within is the causative power. What you see as evidence in the outside world, the world of Caesar, the world of matter, the world of particle, is effect. Become and own cause so that you are the causative power. Strengthen your causative power. Your preferred future can be all you believe it to be when you believe it to be. Another powerful statement. When you believe that your future can exist right now and raise your level of belief within the body as a strength of feeling and a determination and will, then you upgrade the belief as the body. Your body is upgraded to the new level of belief, and it is true. It is affirmed as true by your body and your mind. Once that happens, the outside world becomes the effective output, the reflective reflection of your inner working, your inner focus. When you believe your future exists right now, and this is the only time it exists, then your body will respond and your outside world will therefore respond in concordance, in coherence, in balance, in harmony with that new belief. So who determines your future? You do. Simple as that. You determine your own future. Straight up. And what strengthens your future magnetism? The magnetism that is created within the body as your true, perfect self. Your commitment to experiencing it before physical evidence of it exists in the world of matter. You must experience it through your senses. You must experience it through your imagination, through your repeated rehearsal and visualization of your desired future. You must experience it now. You must experience it now, because it is the commitment to experiencing it in this now moment that yields the fruit of your labor in the outside world, not the other way round. Too many people give themselves away, their mind away, their hopes, their dreams, their wishes away to an outside force. If you wait for the outside to reflect back to you what you are determined to experience or how you are to live your life, you are living invertedly. You are living backwards. You are living in a very slow, linear, frozen state of being. And no wonder we often experience the same experiences over and over and over again. Change the name, change the gender, change the face, change the age, change the relationship, change the bank, the job, the money, whatever it's got to be. It will follow you until you upgrade yourself. So your state of being is the only point of awareness. It's the only point that you need to be aware of. How do I feel right now? Is it in alignment with my preferred reality? Is it in alignment with the feelings of my preference? If it's not, then in that moment, make the decision to shift your focus, shift your attention and energy towards feeling that which is preferred, the reality which is preferred. So this is the last key point I want to make here. Persist until. You must persist on your journey until the outer world reflects the strength and conviction and certainty within you. You must persist. Too many times you have given up. You have given the power away to someone else. You have let go of the reins. Persist until. There are going to be harder days. There are going to be easier days. There are going to be days when you're tired, when you don't feel like you're going to do it very well, the act of imagination. There are going to be days where you are pulled out of your center through the behavior of others or yourself, whether it's people, places, circumstances, or events. Persist until. Come back to your center. Come back to this now moment and lean into this now moment as your new future, and give preference to the feelings that are aligned specifically and wholly to your preferred reality. So you must persist until the outside world catches up with your inner conversations, catches up with your inner dialogue, catches up with your inner certainty, catches up and reflects back to you your new level of belief of what is possible. Because the key thing here is that you will encounter that which you have already become. You will encounter that which you have already been. You will encounter experiences that which you have already lived inside your imagination and inside the power and the generative power of your feeling. Okay? So go back and listen to this again and again and again and again. Your new future reality exists right now. No other time is as important in giving of your attention to your preferences as is now. So your future does not lie outside of you. It does not wait for you. It does not judge, reject, or criticize you. It does not abandon you. It will never leave you. You are the operant power. Lean into your new future now. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Go back and re-listen to it. Take some notes. So from me here to wherever you are in this moment, dream a better dream. See you in the field.